Hello there, welcome back to the channel and episode 2 of Save Our Season Series 5, and we kick off our football matches today with Anji Makhachkala. We are away at Krylja Sovetov in the Russian Football Championship, their top flight. We are basically the last match to play this round of fixtures. We could lift ourselves up the table. Orenburg lost, and obviously Krylja Sovetov are down there with us. They're only 2 places and 1 point above us. So if we can get a win today, that would be a great start. Let's get you through the transfers that we've done, and we've done none. These are the ones that were done at the start of the at the start of the game. So yeah, we've done absolutely none, because, as we said yesterday, we have no money, and we've even more no money now. We're further in debt. We're over the wage budget now because I've had to do a couple of contracts. What we have done, I've brought in some staff, but I won't bore you with that. We didn't have many staff, so I brought a few in, scouts and such, which I didn't really need to do because we can't sign anybody because we've got no money. What I have done, if I arrange these in age order, we've brought in a lot of players up from the under 21s just to put numbers in the squad, basically, because we just don't have any players. I have kind of messed around with tactics. I've tried doing all sorts. I mean, the diamond, I went with the 4-4-2 diamond. That didn't work. We've got a defensive formation that we built in the Hanover save. And I haven't used that yet because I don't really have the players to fit it. So it would just be, if we take a shock lead against Seska or someone like that, we might bring it in to try and force that game out. But I've settled on this 4-3-3 just because, like I said, we don't have an abundance of wingers, so that I can't really build a winger system, because if we lose one of them to injury, we're screwed. So I've tried to come up with one to suit the players that we've got, and we've done this one based on the direct counter-attack pre-built style, and we've just made a couple of little changes here and there. And I'll show you the results. So we've played 5 friendlies. We got absolutely destroyed away. This was a training camp that we did in Turkey. Adanaspor, who I think are in the Turkish second division, just blew us away 6-0. We then went to Turkish Super League side Alanyaspor, and we played really well. We probably the better team, but we lost 1-0. The nils kept on coming as we played a team that doesn't have any players whatsoever. Their entire squad were all the greyed out players. And we drew 0-0, and it was rubbish. I think we saw maybe 2 highlights through the whole game. It was awful. We then went, this game now is against Antalyaspor, is where we changed to this 4-3-3. And okay, we got beaten 4-1. We got done by 3 goals in 15 minutes in the middle of the first half. We got a goal back in the second half from a free kick from Roland Gigolayev. And unfortunately, William Van Keur did score a screamer from about 30 yards out to make it 4-1. But we played all right in this game. We did okay. The first half, no. Gave them a bollocking at the half time. Came out in the second half. Played really well. And then we had this game against Hatayspor. And we won 1-0. A really good goal from Gamid Agalarov. And yeah, we played really well in this one. I'm really happy to get the win. So we go into the game today against Krylja Sovetov. They are the favourites purely because they're at home. I mean, they're a point above us. They're 2 places above us. Home advantage makes them slight favourites. So yeah, we're going to get into this. We're going to hopefully get off to a winning start. That is what we need today. You always need a good day on a Monday to start the week, and that is exactly what we need today. So we're going to get straight into this. Evgeny Turbin is our referee. And yeah, so I quite like the look of this formation. A 4-3-3, I've wanted to get one going for a long time, but generally a lot of the clubs that you end up at, you have a lot of wingers. So you could play a 4-3-3 and have 2 wingers or 2 inside forwards and a striker maybe. But we've got central strikers at this club. So that is why we're doing it. Going to give Ali Bekov a squad number. He's a youth player, so we'll just give him like number 28 or something. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about this game. I don't know whether I'm confident. I don't know whether we're going to get hammered. It's really, I mean, we need something out of the game because they're right down there with us. We're just going to calmly say we're the underdogs. Let's go and cause an upset. I mean, it's been so tough it has been so tough. These friendlies and trying to do something. I mean, you don't even make money out of friendlies anymore. We couldn't play any good teams because that 3-month winter break was in the middle of the European season. So there are no available opponents apart from local ones. We managed to go over to Turkey and do some stuff, but yeah, I mean, you just cannot make money out of these. It's ridiculous. It's this stupid interview for your first match in charge. Come on, how many questions are you going to ask me? I don't care about their players that are injured. What is going on? God, how many questions? We didn't have a pre-match press conference and we're getting all these. It would be nice to be... Oh, come on. I don't care. Right, finally. Let's just skip to the kickoff. Sovetov, get it underway. Yeah, again, I don't really know what to expect still from this team. The 4-3-3, I got a little bit more optimistic after that 1-0 win against Hatayspor, but they were a team of nobodies, so it's going to be interesting to see what we do in terms of the league. So yeah, it's anybody's guess. I have no idea what to expect. I'm sure you don't either. We're on the defensive here, or are we? We've stolen it well. Played forward, and Anders Ponce is in. He hasn't scored yet since I took over in those friendlies. He's had a couple of chances. I'm still struggling a little bit as what to do with the front three, of what roles to play. It defaulted to an advanced forward and 2 deep line forwards. I thought that might actually work quite well because the deep line forwards should come back in then and help the midfield as Diupin tips that one over. He almost got caught out there by Mollo, I think it was. The guy taking the corner now curled that one. And Diupin almost got caught out by that, but he did well. We're on the defensive again. We've cleared it away. So yeah, it looks like, doesn't it, that the 2 deep line forwards do drop back into midfield a little bit, which we've got it set to regroup when we lose the ball as well. So it's potentially, it could work. It could not spectacularly work as well, as that header goes just over. A half decent start. We've done okay. We half and half on the possession. We are set to more direct because it's kind of a counter-attacking system. But on the whole so far, not terrible. I would like to win this game because they're right down there with us. I wouldn't say no to a draw because team above us, Oran, they lost. That's a lovely sprayed ball out there to the right, and it goes, and the volley's hit the post, and he's hit the post again. Oh my word, he hit the post and then hit the post with the rebound. They've had 5 shots now, and Johan Mollo has picked up an injury, which is handy for us because he looks quite dangerous. Not an awful lot happening in this first half. We're the only game playing, of course, but I think, would this take us, were we already off the bottom? I think we were, weren't we? Oh no, it would take us above Orenburg, who lost. It would be our 11th draw. 11 draws in 22 games. Come on, we can get the win. If we get the win, we go into the relegation playoff places. We've only got 9 games to go. So as I said yesterday, you're going to see every game in this series. We're going to go and assertively say we're not doing badly. If we keep carrying on, we win this. I don't think we will. I appreciate the effort. You've just been unlucky. Well, that didn't go down particularly well. It's again, I found it a lot in FM19 that when you first take over a club, the touchline shout-outs and the team talks, they don't work very well. So I think it takes a little while to get over to your team. So yeah, I mean, again, on the face of it, a draw's not terrible, but Ural and Ufa and Yenisei and Arsenal Tula did win. They beat Seska, I think. So that was a damaging result for us. That put them up from 12th to 10th. So we could do with some points here because at the start of the week, I said yesterday, didn't I? Our best shot is probably getting into the playoff. But I would like to try and get a little bit further than that, if I'm being honest. A couple of changes to make. Then we're going to bring a Galarov on. I don't know who we're going to bring on for him though. We shall bring on Saeed Aliyev. Who else can we take off? Probably Vladislav Kulik could do with coming off. We bring on Rabiu for him. He's not doesn't really like that role, but hasn't really got much of a choice. We'll just leave it there. 20 minutes to go. We'll leave one sub in the bank. I'm going to do a demand more. See, it doesn't go down well at the minute. Yeah, we're not really seeing any highlights, but at least we're not under pressure. We've had 7 shots, 2 on target. It's been quite a dirty game, 26 fouls. Right, let's see what else we can do in terms of a change. Anything that we could do to spice things up. See, do I keep it on cautious as well, or do I go a little bit for the last 6-7 minutes? Do I go a little bit more adventurous, or do we get out of here with a clean sheet and with a draw? That could be what we need to do. To be honest, just get a point on the board. We'll take Dolgov off, and we will bring on. Okay, we'll bring on Amir Mohammed and see what he can do up front. Fresh ideas. You never know. Super sub. Can we drop another shout out in? We can. Just encourage at this point. A couple of players fired up. Looks like it's going to get a draw, which been a very, very poor game. But I would keep a clean sheet and a point on the road. It's not terrible, is it? Especially against a relegation rival. You're not losing ground on them. Orenburg lost, so we are getting up above them in the table, which would be good. So, all in all, uninspiring, but not a bad way to start. We're going to say everybody thought we'd get beaten. Well done for proving them wrong. I think that goes down pretty well. Second match today is at home to Dinamo Moscow. This is going to be really, really tough. They are 4th in the table at the minute. You can see a few results already. Yenisei, who are just outside the relegation playoff, they lost 4-0 at Krasnodar. Zenit won at Rostov, and Lokomotiv Moscow won against Orenburg, which is a huge result for us, of course, because they are bottom. Sovetov did get a point yesterday against CSKA Moscow, and in fact CSKA equalised in stoppage time, so very nearly a famous win for Krylja Sovetov, a win which would have really screwed us, but if we can get a win today, or again another draw, wouldn't be terrible against a team chasing Champions League football. So still don't know what to expect from this formation, from these players. We did pick up a little bit of an injury, I think, to who was it? I can't remember now. He might even be back. I can't remember. One player that's struggling a little bit is Abulashev. He played well. It's an unchanged team, actually. I believe. I think it's an unchanged team. Yes, it is an unchanged team. So the injury that we did get, I think, was to one of our younger players who was on the bench, a young midfielder, if I remember rightly. So it is a 4-2-3-1. Seems to be quite popular in Russia, playing with defensive midfielders. So it'll be interesting to see if we can get in behind them. We're going to just calmly say, go out there and put an end to this poor form. Didn't go down massively well, but again, you don't see it that often. After the first match, I'm not going to make you sit through the tunnel interview this time. Game is underway. Dinamo Moscow getting it underway. I'd like the kick-off. That'd be quite nice once this week. This is the second game of our stint in charge. Of course, we've only got 9 games, so after this there will only be 7. We have a throw here. We're going to lose the ball though, and it's Panchenko, and he's cleared the bar well over with that. A point wouldn't be disastrous, but we fast running out of time. We started it on 16 points, of course, with 9 games, so we kind of need to be getting over the course of this week probably 13, 14 points. That should put us into the relegation playoff. It wouldn't be enough to keep us up, I don't think. We're not doing anything at the minute, so I'm just going to demand more as Panchenko. Oh, what a goal. His free kick hit the wall. He smashes in the rebound. Keeper had no chance. Dupin had no chance here. Into the wall there. But then just gets it back out of his feet and rasps that low drive into the bottom corner. His 4th of the season. Kirill Panchenko. And it's a mountain to climb now, which you would expect it to be. I mean, I wouldn't come into this game expecting to get anything out of it. Just, make a fight of it. just do something in the game. Just give us some hope going forward. That is pretty much all I can ask for. That was the weirdest back pass I've ever seen. I would rather you just put that out into the stands. Why you did that, I have no idea. In it goes, and it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be 2-0 inside half an hour, well inside half an hour. Who's taking it? It is Jairzinho. Up he steps, and it's into the same part of the net that Panchenko scored the opener, and it's 2-0, and sinking without trace is the phrase that comes to mind. Lovely finish, left-footed. Keeper didn't really stand a chance either. It was a very, very confident penalty, and that is Dinamo home and hosed already. We are not going to get back into this one. Hopefully we just get a goal. A goal would be nice. I felt like we were never going to score during those 5 friendlies. We managed to get a free kick, and then we did win that last one 1-0. But yeah, I mean, even creating chance, we've got 3 strikers, and we can't do anything with it. We've not really got any of the ball. I might have to have a little. I mean, we're playing a Champions League chasing team here. It's Dinamo Moscow, legendary Russian team. I don't think it would have mattered what we played here. We were always destined to lose this one, I think. But I might just have to have a little tinker with the tactics. We don't have many games to do. I mean, we've got 9 games. After this, we've got an international break, so I might try and put in a couple of friendlies and just do a little bit of something. I'm assertively going to say, show me something else, because, yeah, I mean, I don't care who it is that we're playing. We've not had a shot on goal yet. We are at home, and we've not had a shot on goal. Less than 4,500. I don't know how many the stadium holds in the Anji Arena. I can't remember. I'm sure it's probably not many, but I'm guessing it's still probably only about a quarter full. We've had a shot, but we didn't see it. That's annoying. How can a shot on target not be worthy of a highlight? Tetrashvili plays it forward. It's headed away into midfield, but we're going to pick it up here with the young lad Abulashev. Agalarov, who got called up for international duty for under-19s. There were 4 games, but I've withdrawn him from the squad as Ponche heads over the bar. I think what I'm going to do, he is massively out of form. Anyway, yeah, I withdrew Agalarov from the squad because I wanted him here, basically. I'm going to change him around, and I'm going to put Dolgov up front, and I'm just going to see if having a different striker in that central role, if a chance falls, it could make the difference. You know, if you're out of form, maybe you just need to not be the central striker. The ball is hit forward, but we've lost it again, and it's out on the left now with Jairzinho. It's a nice ball to Cardoso, and a lovely finish from Miguel Cardoso. I mean, you can just tell by the names that we're rattling off. They have got a far, far better squad than us. They are rightly chasing Champions League football. We have no chance of getting anything against a team like this. It's a lovely finish, really, really well finished. A lovely move. Jairzinho's ball across was superb, and then Cardoso's finish back across goal into the corner. It's absolutely sensational. Gigalayev is not having a good game. Have I got a left back on the bench that I can bring on? Yeah, we'll bring on Novozeltsev for Gigalayev because he's having a shocker. Everyone's having a shocker, to be fair. I am going to bring Andres Pontsov actually, and we're going to bring on Nikita Andreev. I've got one more sub I can make, but I'm going to give it 10 minutes or so. I don't like making all 3 if I can help it, but I do it quite regularly, funnily enough. Here's Kulik to Andreev. Tetrashvili keeps it in, plays it across. Dolgov's header! Oh, it was close. I mean, I would have celebrated that like it was a cup final winning goal. Just to get a goal right now would be fantastic. I think Kulik might have to come off. He's looking unfit. He's been booked. He's not playing. Well, he's probably our best player. We'll bring off the young kid, and we'll bring on a bit of experience in midfield in Rabiou. Mohamed Rabiou comes on. Maybe it was a mistake to play the teenager in the first place. Oh, Jairzinho hit it first time. Could have taken a touch. Could have got into space there and given himself a much better chance. Do you know what? I'm going to drop and show some passion. I'm going to go hard on the boys. Oh, what a save by Dupin. That was a stunning save, flying away to his left. That looked for all the world like it was 4-0. 3-0, I can just about handle. against a team as good as Dinamo Moscow. 4-0 and we start getting absolutely battered. Here's Kulik to Tetrashvili, played forward. Aimless pass though. Aimless. Zhauzinho out on the left. He's been very, very good. Morozov. Alcala to Solzhning. God, I am butchering these names. Kozlov clips the ball in. Oh, it's a tap-in. It's a tap-in for Panchenko. It's an easiest goal he'll ever score. It is 4-0. He got a little bit of luck the way it broke to him, but he was totally unmarked. They'd been drawn towards the ball here. 2 defenders and Panchenko. I mean, keeper was there, had no chance. Basically, open goal tap-in. So the Show Some Passion's gone through. It's fired a lot of them up. That's interesting. It's a very harsh team talk, very harsh shout, and it seems to have riled them up a bit. Do you know what? I'm gonna switch it to positive and just see if we can do something in these last few minutes. I just need a little bit of optimism, a little bit of hope going forward. I mean, after the Kievo series, I just need to do something. We could have chance for a highlight here. It could go to 5. It's Panchenko on a hat-trick. Good tackle by Rabiu. Play it forward. He does play down the line, but deep line forward wasn't there. Sunjic, Alcala, back to the keeper. Drilled forward. Desperate to keep a clean sheet, that keeper. Novozeltsev plays it forward. Aimless again, but Rabiu has it. Goes back to Novozeltsev. Into the channel. No one there. There is a Galarov, but yeah, we just can't put the passes together. I mean, we've only completed 65% of our passes. When you've only got 40% possession, that is nowhere near good enough. You're not going to create anything at that. I am going to calmly say I'm far from pleased. Because although it was against, they are now 3rd, Dinamo. They were 4th coming into the game. We did kind of roll over for them. I don't know. We weren't expecting to win that. We weren't expecting anything out of it. So unfortunately, you haven't seen a goal from us today. Tomorrow then, we are going to play Ural, who are 11th, because they've just won Ufa. So they have lifted themselves clear a little bit. And then we've got Rostov at home, who are 8th. So, to be honest, we've got to be looking for points out of those games. We need points. At least 3. 2 wouldn't be desperately bad. 4 would be amazing. And 6 would be dreamland. We've only won 2 out of 23. To get 2 wins out of 2, I think is a bit much. But we go again. Hope you come back and join me tomorrow, guys. Jump in the description for everything else that I've been doing on the channel, and for links to Twitter and everything. Remember to subscribe and like as well. And jump in the comments again. Let me know if you think we can turn this around. Can we get into the playoff at least? That's the bare aim that I've got. Can we do that? Join me tomorrow, please. I will see you for it. Still haven't learned the Russian for goodbye, so goodbye. Thanks for watching, guys.